Was that you saying go? Oh, right, okay. That could be the intro, there we go. Welcome to the NASH TACKLE Trade Show. As always, we've got loads of beautiful, really useful, fantastic, innovative products to show you. They're all on display behind these doors here. It is a live trade show, so there might be a few issues with audio. We might have to squeeze in between people, but let's not waste any more time. Can't wait to show them. So let's go and have a look. Okay, first up, we have got some new waders. Now, these waders, much like our current green ones, they're heavy duty, but obviously they're coming in camo. We've updated the strap here, but they've got the reinforced knees, they've got the waterproof pocket, and they've also got this great new addition, these shoe horns. You can have your waders ready to go at any point. As soon as you get a bite, you jump into them, pull the waders up, and you're ready to do battle with the fish out in the water. We do them in standard size and also in extra large size to fit the larger angler, as we've had a few people message us saying they can't fit into our standard waders, so we've done one with an increased waistline. That's the first thing to talk about, new waders. I think they look fantastic. Yeah, so if you're in the market for new waders, make sure you check them out. Next up is the bait. Now, let's talk about the most obvious thing, the packaging. Obviously, that's completely changed. Not only has it changed to look loads better in my opinion, it's also now a lot more environmentally friendly. The packaging is made out of 30% of recycled material for the boilies and 100% recycled material for the plastic bottles and the hook bait pots. So that is obviously a fantastic plus point. Also, you may notice a few changes to the actual flavours. We've kept the incredible Scopex squid. Why would we get rid of that? So nothing to be changed there. Moving on to the citrus, obviously it looks a lot different. We have made a few tweaks to the base mix. The flavouring's the same, but we've made it so much more digestible. We're now confident you can feed this bait in big quantities. Before, maybe you'd feed a little handful of, a little catapult of citrus boilies with a pop-up over the top. Whether you use the pellets, the flake, or the boilies now, we think you can feed them in big quantities, and we've seen people use them in big quantities and catch a lot of fish. I've personally experienced this. So citrus has got a whole new change for the better. It's one of these baits as well now that we're not just gonna say use it in winter, use it all year round. It's a bait that it's very sweet in its flavourings, and the carp seem to love it, not just in those winter months. Finally, we've got a whole new addition, and this one I'm really excited about. It's a bait I've been using a lot and catching a lot of fish on it, and that is our new fish meal, Monster Shrimp. Monster Shrimp it's a big fish bait. It's a campaign boilie. It's that bait that you use when you want to get amongst the really big carp. It's over 35% protein, which is incredibly high. It's so good for the carp. And this bait, just buy yourself a kilo and see what happens. That's all I'm going to say, because that's what I did. I got a couple of kilos for testing, and the results instantly were incredible. So I hope you experience the same thing. Check it out. Also, in addition to that, you may see we've standardized the peripherals, and by that I mean you can now get the same yellow pop-ups, the same white pop-ups, the same pink pop-ups, and wafters and cool jet hook baits and liquids for every single flavour. So there's not going to be additional products unique to a single flavour. Everything's got the same, so you can fish exactly the same way for each flavouring, just change the flavour as and when required. So that's the bait change. That's the thing I'm most excited about personally. Max Hendry, our head of Nash Bait, has put so much effort into developing this along with his team. We've gone through an extensive testing process, and this bait now, I can confidently say, is up there with the very best available to you on the market. So give it a look. Like I said, Monster Shrimp would be my #1 recommendation to check out. Right, let's go and have a look now at our new lines. I'm going to caveat this segment by saying that the name and the packaging of the lines may change from what you see right now, but the product won't, because the product is bang on. It is perfect. We are bringing out a whole new range of main lines, and that's not just monos, that's also floating and sinking braid. So we are bringing out sinking braid, floating braid, a long distance casting mono and an all-round mono. We're also bringing them out in a standard colour and a UV colour. I know that's a lot to take on board, but basically what it means is if you want any main line, you should be considering NASH Tackle's offerings because we've got it covered. Personally, I do a lot of European fishing and the sinking braid for me is the one. We are the only company that commercially in volume offers a sinking braid with an 8+1 strand construction. Most people do it in 6. Basically this means that you have a more supple, stronger for the diameter braid, and obviously that's what everyone wants. So check out the braids and also check out those monos for your UK fishing. The casting mono is something you should be considering if that's what you're looking at, adding a few extra yards to your casting. It is something special. It flies off the reel, super low vis, super low diameter. For me, I think I'm going to use this as pretty much my all-round mono as well. But if you want something that's a bit more abrasion resistant, then we have the new standard mono as well. I don't want to call them by their names because they could change. It's called Baseline here. I don't think it's going to be called that when it comes out. But this as well is that perfect all-round monofilament. Strong, casts well, sinks well, low stretch, it does everything. It might not be relevant for all the UK anglers out there. It's a bit of a European product, but like I said, we've got the standard colours, the carpy colours, the covert colours, and we've got the UV colour. Now this is used for basically senior lines, which seems counterintuitive in carp fishing, but if you're fishing at distance, 3 rods on a spot, maybe you're using a boat and you're coming back at night and you're trying to not run over your lines, having these UV reflective lines, they will come in handy. Like I said, maybe not useful for everyone out there, but for those specialist anglers, this is really, really gonna help you out. So yeah, lines, we've got everything now. Honestly, if you're looking to respool, you wanna be looking at the NASH lines because there's something there for you. This one, I won't lie, there's no new technical features on it. It is exclusively for the tackle tarts. We have got the scope reels now available with gold spools. You can buy these entirely as new reels if you've not got them yet and want to get the gold spools, or if you've already got scope reels and want to update them with a gold spool, then we sell them separately. That's available for the GT4000s, 6000 and 8000 reels. Like I said, there's not much else to talk about in terms of new features. It's just, if you like gold spools, you can now put them on your scope reels. Now for a product range that I absolutely love, the Boat Life range. We dipped our toe in the boat market last year, and since then we've had some feedback which we have acted on. We've improved the entire range and we've also condensed it. We started off with a 180, 240 and 320 size. Now we have a 240 and a 280 only. In addition to this, we've made some changes to these models. They come with an air deck as standard, and most importantly, they've got something called a keel. Now a keel is vital when you're fishing big open waters with lots and lots of wind. A keel, as you can see here, gives a bit of shape to the bottom of the boat and it allows it to cut into the waves when conditions are quite treacherous and allow you to continue to maneuver really, really delicately. Before, with just the flat bottom, sometimes in those waves, you'd lost a little bit of control. By having that keel, these boats are just on another level. We listened to the feedback we got from everyone. We acted on them, we improved them. These boats now are better than they've ever been. I love them. The 240, if you're looking for an all-rounder, that's the one to go for. We've also added an illuminated marker pole. This marker pole can either be stabbed into the ground or you can use the 2 kilo weight it comes with. And again, it's for boat fishing. So if you're not a boat angler, you probably won't be interested in it, but if you are, you're gonna be very, very interested in this. It comes with a 0.5 meter and 6 1 meter sections. Most importantly, it has a top light. This top light comes on automatically when it gets dark and turns off when it gets light, or you can override it. We've also using the Boat Life beacon light, and this, in a very similar design to the illuminated marker pole, is a light that can be screwed into a bank stick. You can have it as a far marker on the far margin, or you can have it back in your bivvy so you can return home to. It's a very useful little guardian light. That's the Boat Life range, improved, updated, had new additions to it. It is now that perfect range for those European anglers, or even in the UK now, more and more people are using boats. So if you're that boat user, or if you want to start becoming a boat user, Boat Life range, check it out. We've also got a few new additions to the Bank Life range. Won't spend too much time on them. few new chairs, very stylish, very comfy, in that camo that's becoming very distinct with Nash. So if you want to know more about them, check out the website, whilst we go on to a new range of bed chairs. Now, we've ended the all-season indulgence range. You can see here, no one wants to be on camera. They've all just ran off, and replaced it with the HD40 Sleep System camo. We do them in a 6-leg version, an 8-leg version, which is slightly higher than the 6-leg version, an 8-leg wide version, and then the Emperor. Now, I'll get in this in a little bit just to show you how big it is, because it is massive. But before I do that, I'll just quickly go over what's new about this bed chair range. We've actually stripped out a few features to make it more affordable, and these are the features that we feel aren't necessary. One is the underlying battery pack feature. We've removed that. We removed a few of the things that weren't necessary, and that makes it a lot more affordable for you guys, the consumer, the customer. But it's still an incredible bed chair. Super thick HD40 mattress, a strong steel frame. We can support up to 240 kilos on here with no problem. That's the highest we've tested, and we didn't even see a bend in the frame. Really nice 4-season sleep system. These are an amazing bed chair for the price. And as I said, let me show you how big this Emperor is. Now, I'm about 6'3". Just look how much space you've got in there. If you want ultimate comfort on the bank, this is the model you go for. We've also got in the indulgence range for beds, a new bed buddy. We've done these in the past and we've had a few issues with them. We had little cables or little ties here and they often fell back. So to counter this, we've added quite large hinges. Now there's no danger of them falling backwards. The seat and the back is also a lot more comfortable. Again, it's in that new camo. They're great for just throwing onto your bed chair. So you can sit up, don't get bed chair back when you're watching the water. Another great thing is they fold up inside the bed chair. You can have it there at all times. You've always got a chair, super mobile, effective way of fishing. There we go. And it's there, ready to go. So if you're looking for a new bed chair, check out the HD40. A few final things to mention before moving on to the star of the show. We've got another new chair. This is the Emperor Indulgence chair. We've got a few additions to the Carp Care range by adding the camo air cradles in Standard and Monster, and the pop-up mat in camo as well. Small little changes, more information on the website. Now let's go to the showstopper, and that is the incredible Air Force range. Now there's gonna be loads of information out there on the website and media about this range, so I won't spend too much time on all the technical details. What I will say is this is going to be the ultimate tool for you if you're looking at improving your casting. They've been developed for 3-4 years now. They're using the highest quality components available on the market. They've reached distances of up to 240 meters in casting, which is just an insane distance when you think about it. I mean, but by the way, it wasn't me who hit these distances, just before you think that. And there's no way I can cast that, even with these tools, but people have cast them this distance. If you're looking at improving your casting, at getting a new 12-13 foot rod, you should be looking at the Air Force range. I know that Nash are well known for their 9, 10, 6-foot rod ranges, and perhaps we're not seen as a 12, 13 foot rod brand, but I can tell you now, these rods, they mean business. We're making a statement. We are here to be a big player in the 12, 13 foot rod market. So if you're looking at getting a traditional carp fishing length rod, Air Force should be at the top of your considerations. That is pretty much everything I've got to talk about. Sorry for waffling so much. There's so many products to talk about. But if there's anything you want to know about any more, head over to the Nash website. Keep your eye out on Total Carp, because they're going to be doing more in-depth reviews as well. And I hope you found something there. You saw something there that you think is going to help you with your fishing, catching more carp, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Thank you for watching and take care.